Hi everyone, it's Lindsay and I want to share with you today how to do some heat embossing with glitter embossing powder. Now to me, glitter embossing powder was a little tricky when I first started out, but it's not impossible to use, and once you get the hang of it, it's very simple. There's a closer look at the embossing powder I'll be using today. You can see it's nice and shiny and silver. And this is from Zing. I have all the links over on my blog. The link is in the description box below. So I want to give you a nice little live view of that embossing powder. You can see it is very shiny. It almost looks like straight glitter, but I promise it is embossing powder, so just make sure you read your labels before you use it. You don't want to mix up your glitter with your embossing powder and vice versa. So I'm using a white piece of cardstock today, and my square stamp, I'm inking it up with Versamark ink, and I have prepped the surface of my cardstock with my embossing bag. You do want to prep your cardstock with something because you don't want that glitter to stick everywhere on your cardstock. I went ahead and stamped that down onto my piece of cardstock, and then I'll just lay this over a folded piece of paper. Now this is going to allow me to funnel all the excess right back into the container, and I don't waste any product this way. I'll sprinkle on my glitter embossing powder right onto the stamped area, and then I can just shake off the excess, give it a few taps, a few flicks on the back. And because I use that embossing bag, I don't have any cleanup this time, but if you do, you can use a very soft little paintbrush to get all the little excess off. I'm using my tweezers to hold on to this cardstock today so I don't burn my fingers. I'm going to let my heat tool get nice and hot. Give it a good 30 seconds of heating up before you bring it to your cardstock so you know it's going to be melting your powder right away. Now in the video it is a little hard to see, but as this melts you can almost see it grabbing onto the glitter and embedding it into the cardstock. And once you see all of it do that, you know it's nice and heat set. Now a good way to do this is let it cool, and then you can rub your finger over it. If you don't pick up any glitter, you know it's nice and dry. However, if it does pick up a little bit of glitter, take your heat tool back to it and give it just a few more seconds, a few more zaps of heat, and then you know it's not going to come off in the mail. I know embossing powder was really frustrating when I first began using it. I couldn't quite get the hang of it. I either burned it or didn't get it heat set quite enough, so just keep practicing with it and really give yourself some leniency with this. There you can see the finished results of this. The pictures do not do it justice. If you are interested in any of the supplies I used, you can find them all linked over on my blog. The link is in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching.